Good.
Yes, and hello everyone watching. We actually had to move from Instagram over to our YouTube channel right here on the Spiritual Quest live stream to do our little Q&A from me to Leandra. Leandra, welcome.
Hi.
I'm saying we because I've spoken to people who's already signed up for your upcoming masterclass, and we're very excited. We're taking on the topic of how actualizing your dreams. How can we do that? And as a purpose doula, why don't you start sharing a little bit about what that entails?
Yeah, so I'm excited to share the sequence with you guys during the master class. And where this sequence has come from is the work that I've been doing with heart centered visionaries and purpose driven people who have big dreams. And then somewhere along the line, things get sticky, and we don't exactly have the tools or have been given the tools in our society for how to bring these big dreams, big visions. A lot of us in this community are connected to the cosmos. Like, how do you translate those big cosmic dreams into 3D reality? And the journey of birthing these visions onto earth can be messy, beautiful, divine, confusing, painful, all the things, right? So over time, I've developed this sequence to help people to actualize their dreams. And one of the reasons I really felt called to share this sequence publicly now, after sharing it with my clients for many years, is I've noticed something that I call manifestation porn that has taken over um, the airwaves. And it is where we get stuck in just the visualization process. We get stuck in the manifestation practices that put us in visualizing, dreaming, affirming, and it's missing the sequence. It's missing the pieces that actually are required of us to birth our dreams, to actualize our dreams through a process that I call creatorship. So it's another step, it's an advanced step of manifestation. It's really taking our power back to create. And that means being human, having our human emotions, getting messy, getting our hands in it, right? So that's where this masterclass comes from.
Ooh, I like that. And when you're talking about, manifestation porn, if you wish, um, I know what you're talking about because I meet a lot of people who's taking courses and they're, well, I'm visualizing this, I'm doing this, but they're still not being able to manifest the way their heart and soul desire. They might get small tips and pieces that come to them, but it's never the dream, if you wish. That you're not, you might take a step forward, but then you take two steps back, right? You know how that works. So, what is different about that sequence that you're talking about without sharing all the steps? Just a little bit about what can we expect from that sequence?
Yeah. How to navigate what comes up once you put your dreams, your visions into the vortex. You start to dream about it, and then all of your material comes up, your limiting beliefs, what you think is possible, your unworthiness coding, all of that starts to come up. So you need some support to be able to navigate those things. And I think a lot of people get stuck when they put their dreams, they put their visions on the vision board, and then they start to feel unworthy, or their limiting beliefs start to come up, and they decide, I guess this wasn't for me.
Mm,
I guess I didn't believe hard enough. This manifestation stuff isn't for me. And they let their dreams go, or they just sit in frustration when in actuality, though the coming to the edge where you start to meet those parts of yourself is part of the actualization process.
yeah.
And it's learning how to navigate through those layers that helps you to eventually actualize the dream in 3D reality. But sometimes it gets a little uncomfortable. I like to equate it to birth, right? So I haven't had the privilege of giving birth, but I know a lot of women who have, and I've heard it's not the most comfortable experience.
No, it's not. And sometimes it's really messy, like
Right.
mine, two of mine.
Yes, exactly. So that's how it is with our dreams as well. It's divine, it's beautiful. I mean, you love being a mother, right? You love what you've created, and you also recognize that it took a lot to get there. It took pushing through the pain. It took trusting the process in order to birth your children and be a mother. And it's the same with when we're birthing our big dreams. We're going to have places where we have to move through, we have to push, we have to move through our fears, our discomforts, and repair our relationship to what it means to create on planet Earth and not bypass the birth process and actually
Yes.
learn to embrace it and love it and know that that's part of the process. Oh my gosh, this is starting to get uncomfortable. Instead of letting go of the dream or thinking something's wrong, actually learning how to navigate your way through that.
Oh, I think that's so essential what you just shared because moving through, I think, is the most important thing for me, at least when I had to move through the fear, knowing that it would be uncomfortable, it will hurt somehow because of my fears. But, knowing what your heart and soul desire and knowing that you're on a spiritual journey, you're a soul having a human experience, it's up to us to create that life. We've chosen to come here to manifest our dreams and to follow our heart and soul's desires. And so, learning how to navigate these waters, if you wish, as a human being, we need some assistance. We need some help. We need to get some more inspiration, maybe have new perspectives. At least I knew, I mean, I've been helping and coaching people for 15 years. It's not like this is new to me, but I still meet my fears. It still hurts to this day following my dream. And I have a huge dream. It's built. And when I've reached one goal or one dream, I knew there was more to come, but I haven't dared go all the way because I kind of felt like it would be overwhelming. So I've taken one step at a time. And now, as I move through a lot of fears and I'm feeling my own growth in that, I'm more secure in my beingness because I've been through the dark night of the soul a couple of times. So moving through that, I know the pain. But what would you say to those who today have tried, they felt like they've tried everything? You know this. We've heard about manifestation, especially after The Secret, right? Everybody wanted to attract whatever, right? And create. So, what would you say to them that kind of feel a little lost, maybe not secure in their power to manifest?
Mm, I would say to connect with why it is you want whatever that is that you're desiring. Connect with why, not from your mind, not because I have something to prove, because I want to prove that I can do it, but connecting in your heart. What is it that your heart truly desires? Why do you truly desire that? And come into your heart and find that place of hope, of knowing that there's something here for me. If it keeps coming up, if I keep feeling this in my heart, this desire, it must be for me. And whatever this discomfort or this frustration is, it must be for me. It must be something that I get to navigate, that I get to move through so that this spark in my heart gets to be realized.
Mm, yes. Oh, that resonates so much. And I'm just reflecting a little bit about how easy it is to get stuck. And personally, I figured out that what was holding me back was um, the fear of being judged, the judgment part. And when I realized that that was the issue, that was the key for me, I could shift it and move past it and remember, even though I've told myself that, why do you want this, what the intention, why do you want to create this dream life? Because for me it's always a deeper meaning. It's about actually embracing my life journey and using all my soul's resources. And that's a gift. So when I reframe that as I'm bringing this gift to earth, then it's up to me to share it. And why am I so afraid of people rejecting it if because I'm rejecting myself for not living out that purpose, right? Or following that dream. But if I embrace it and love it, it will reach those who need it or want that inspiration. I will be able to manifest my whole dream, which is also to assist and support others on their journey. So I think that coming full circle for me is like when I decided not to reject myself and to transform that to something more powerful for my human journey, everything just released. And so that's
Mm.
why when I connected with you, Leandra, and as a purpose doula, I just love that word. I mean, purpose doula, I could say it all the time because it's like you say, it's like birthing, right? It's like really taking care of that and nourishing that. And um, I think we all should learn how to do that for our own personal life and for our own journeys. Think about it is not a selfish way of saying that I love myself and I deserve it. I deserve manifesting and actualizing my dream. Each and every one of us deserves it, no less than others. I mean, when are we going to understand that? So, what would you say as a purpose doula to people who's struggling with judgment or fear of not being good enough and worthiness and all that? What tips do you have for them moving past that?
Yeah, I always like to look to nature, right? Because in nature, ego doesn't get in the way. So in our society, yeah, if I'm focused on my dreams, maybe I have stories about that's selfish or my family might judge me or whatever. But if I look to nature and I say, well, how does the fruit tree actualize its dream, right?
Mhm.
So the fruit tree's dream is to produce fruit. So there's no ego involved. And when we don't allow ourselves to actualize our dream, we deny the world the fruits of our mission, the fruits of our
Yeah.
purpose. So if the tree was thinking like we do, the tree might say, "Oh no, I won't allow myself to get too big because people might not like it."
Mm.
But then the whole ecosystem misses out on the nourishment that that tree has to offer. And so that's what I say to people who feel stuck in that way. You've got fruits that
Mm.
this ecosystem needs right now. So you get to let go of those fears and let yourself fully realize the fruits of your purpose so that the rest of us can enjoy it.
Wow, I love that synergy. The way yeah, I love that picture of, the fruit and the tree. And also for me, it's also about I remember my spirit guides told me that they refer to the tree and the trunk and what would you say that in English? I don't know what that is in English. You know the year that's
The
inside the
rings.
yeah, the rings, that's what you call it, the rings of the tree. Yeah, okay,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a special name for it. But anyway, okay, so when that evolves and grows, you can kind of read the tree's history and you could see that and how the trunk is becoming bigger and it's more powerful, and you look towards the leaves and the bushes, or what do you call it? Now it's all stuck in
The
English.
branches.
Yeah, the branches. Thank you, Leandra. The branches, and how always new life can come and kind of nest in the tree, and other animals can get nourishment and fruit, like you said. And that's kind of the image that I carry within myself, like the tree of life. Like, remember to water your own tree. Remember how powerful you are. Remember to be grounded. Remember that these other beings need to nourish, and we need to support each other, whether it's from the trunks or it's from your fruit. Let's unite, let's assist each other, and let's hold each other through the cords, if you wish, the grounding cords. And so for me, that synergy is very, very powerful, actually. And that brings me into my final question when it comes to the masterclass. So you say it's a 6 step, 6 part sequence, right? Which you've created. How did you come about this?
Hmm. Over the years working with people, I have been noticing where people get stuck and helping my clients move through different places. And I thought, there's a sequence here that we can simplify this, where everyone's running into the same problems, the same limiting beliefs, the same. And then on top of that, the manifestation porn, I have felt like really cuts people off from their power to create. And so within this sequence, there is ways to navigate your power, to take your power back, to be in the creative process, the co-creative process with the universe. So um, yeah, it's come from really working with people and my own life too. I have always been a powerful manifester. And so learning how do I do it? Let me slow down the process. It's not luck. It's not just visualization. It's not just wishing for it. What are the steps? What actually makes me a powerful manifester? And really looking at what the common elements are and putting that into a sequence that's easy to remember.
Ooh, really excited about this because I know to me now that I've embraced and moved through my fears, I can now enjoy the steps. I can enjoy a sequence of taking action, being on that creatorship path, if you wish, and use my soul's resources and create something. It kind of validates my whole soul's journey and to acknowledge that I'm here for a reason. And I wish that everyone that joins this masterclass, do it for yourself, for your dreams, for your passion in life, to actualize what your heart and soul desire. And you can do it. Like you said, Leandra, you've done this with a lot of people, your clients, and I personally have gone through it. I'm very excited to hear if your sequence is like mine. That's what, to see, because I will always learn new perspectives, and I love that. So maybe you have an easier path than what I had to discover, but I'm really, really excited to dive into that. And any final words when it comes to your masterclass? It's this Wednesday. It's here on YouTube, but if you want to watch it for free, you need to show up live, or you can sign up for the masterclass. It's a kind of, what is it? It's a link in the bio on the episode description where you can click and you can sign up and you will get access for 24 hours. So if you can't make it live, you can always then watch the replay. But after that, it's gone. So make sure that you show up. So any final words for those who want to join us, join us for this masterclass?
Yes. Um, just that my why, my reason for doing this is to create a ripple effect of creatorship and restoring our power to create and restoring the power to create for heart centered visionaries. It is so important for us to master this process, to master the ability to actualize our dreams. Otherwise, the ecosystem is out of balance. We know that. We see that. We look at the world and we see that there are issues. We see what's needed. And if we are not in the active creatorship process, the world misses out on the nourishment that we have to offer, the wisdom, the skills, the dream, um, the purpose that we have to offer. And so if you are listeners, somebody who is on the purpose driven path and you do see that you have a role to play in this world, I really would hope that you would be there so we can take this power to create back.
Mm, beautiful said. Beautiful said. Thank you, Leandra. And to anybody watching this, thank you for joining us. And I hope to see you during the live on Wednesday to actualize your dreams. Thank you again. Bye now.
Thank you.